Hey, what's going on there everyone, Strucker here, and today is an announcement of this specific Bedwars setup you can download for free, and some of you might recognize this specific build. This was kind of the builds of my previous Bedwars setup, but that link did go away when Songoda shut down, but I did manage to recover some of the build files and I added a new map, and this is actually using Bedwars 1058, so kind of a new setup here as it were. And this link you can find down in the description, free download. You can go ahead and download that, no issues there. But there is also a Discord down there as well, so if you guys want to join that, this is specifically for support for the setups that I'm going to be releasing. There'll probably be a few, maybe like 1 or 2 free more, and then maybe a few paid, but we'll see how that goes and see how much traction that actually does develop. So with that being said, this is free to download. You can go ahead and download that. And the rest of this video I'm going to kind of be discussing some of the setup processes with the Bedwars, and just so you are aware of some of the files, but of course you can look for yourself if you do want to. And then I will also show you guys how to set this up on a server host. I do recommend probably at least 4 GB of RAM to get this started, because there is quite a bit of worlds and it just will run better when you have more RAM, so we'll go with that. But let's go ahead and get some of the very basic stuff. As I said, this is a very simple and base Bedwars setup. So you have your arena here, and it is using Bedwars 1058, which is a lovely plugin. So majority of this stuff is pretty much all default stuff. I did add tab, but I did configure a few ranks. So if we type in chat here, there is the admin rank. If we do the LP list groups, here's all the ranks that I have. There's not really any permissions really with any of these ranks. It's just kind of the prefix. So if we add myself to like the parent set MVP plus here, as you can see, it's very basic prefix stuff, not a whole lot of permissions there. As I said, there's nothing like super crazy or fancy about this setup. This is the very base, and then you can add additional plugins to your liking, but everything is protected in the specific, it is world guarded in the lobby. And also Bedwars 1058 does have a very nice lobby protection as well, so there's not any like weird error messages, and you can jump off and you will get teleported back to the lobby up there. And we also have a wandering trader right there, so you know, that's nice to see. But there are 6 different maps, so these are kind of similar to the old ones. There are some new ones in here as well. So solo and doubles, basically the same maps, but there are 6 variations of that. And then the 3v3 and 4v4s, these are new maps as well. So there's 6 of these, and these are completely different from the solo and doubles. So completely different maps for those two, as well as these as well. So the free setup does not have a leaderboard. I will probably make a paid version that has leaderboards, cosmetics, some other additional fun plugins for the paid setup. But as you see, I did disjoin that so you can see how many players are playing for each specific arena. But other than that, it's pretty much just the basic Bedwars configurations. Not a whole lot going on there, but it is all ready to plug and play essentially. So with that being said, I'll show you how to set this up on the server host, get that started, and then we'll go ahead and call it a day. So to get started, you're going ahead and download the zip file that's down in the description. It's going to be the zip of the Bedwars setup, and to put it on your server host, I do recommend using Revivenode. You can use my code down in the description to save 15% off your purchases from Revivenode. Very cheap, high quality servers. So for this, I'm going to be going to the file manager. I'm going to be using a very useful URL downloader. This is going to get straight from the link and put it into our files. So either way, you're going to have a zip file. So let me go ahead and paste in the specific link. So this is what I'm going to be pasting in. And we'll go ahead and select the URL, and that's going to download directly to my server. So zippity doo-dah, look at that. That looks amazing. And just like that, we have our specific zip file. We're going to unarchive that or unzip it. And once that is unarchived, you're going to see all the different files contained for the Bedwars setup. So it's just going to take a moment here. And there we go. So these are all the worlds that are for the Bedwars maps. And it does include already a server.jar, so you're good. If you are running this on somewhere else, the server jar is just paper 1.16.5, so just bear that in mind if you are running this on a home hosted server or somewhere else, but you do need to designate the server.jar. so that is what it is. Other than that, make sure it is on Java 8 or 11 or 16. I'm going to put it on 16 for mine, and because it is running 1.16.5, it is compatible through 1.8 through 1.18.2. But other than that, you don't really need to change anything. You just go ahead and hit start. Make sure it is designated for the server.jar. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I do recommend, as I mentioned, probably about 4 gigs to start off with, and then you can work your way up depending on how many players you have, etc. But you can add more maps and all that good stuff. It just depends on what you want to do for your server, but as you see, everything is loaded up, and just like that, now we can actually use our IP here. We'll put it into my Minecraft here. Switching over to my client here, input our IP address. That looks good. MOT has loaded. Go ahead and join, and we should, there we go, we are on a fresh profile. Everything is working perfectly. Type in chat, we are at the default rank, so we are not opt or anything, and we can go ahead and jump on this, and default players can automatically go ahead and join any type of map that they want, and they can't break or anything. They can choose the team, all that good stuff, and then they can wait for players to join. So one thing to keep in mind, the tab, I did enable it for per world tab, so only players in the specific worlds will see each other's like whoever is online, so just bear that in mind, and that is a nice fancy way of doing that. And of course the chat is configured to only be in a specific lobby or whatever world that they're in. It's not a global chat, so players don't get confused and all that good stuff. But anyways, that is the Bedwars setup. Very plug and play. Again, if you need any help with anything, or if you have bugs to report, feel free to join the Discord and you can report them there, and we'll get those sorted. And then any type of bug release update will be in the Discord as well. Anyways, that is pretty much it. Let me know if you guys have any questions or concerns or anything, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.